one, would you? Might it be this one? Perhaps it's this one.
Thanks. Ha! I think she loves me. Oh, terrible dragon, I slay thee in the name of fair maiden Elizabeth. Down, Wolf, down! No! No! Wolf!
I am Thera, goddess of earth. Prepare yourself. Your journey awaits. You must descend to the lost city of Stonekeep and retrieve the 9 receptacles. To protect you from the magic of the darker realm, I must free your spirit from the confines of your body. Achieve your goal, and Stonekeep and I will be set free. Fail, and you shall be entombed by the forces of darkness forever.
Hello and welcome, lads. It's time for day 2. Starting it off with insane games, Stonekeep. I told Chris we should go live early so I can let the intro play, because it's so good. I mean, I like the intro. It's kind of funny. Poor dog, though. Poor dog. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get started here. I know it's starting a little early, but they spent enough money on it. Yeah, this game was a 5 million budget game when it came out in '95. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So as we saw in the intro, Thera, which is this blue thing that I'm following, told us that we need to save Stonekeep from the darkness, and yeah, she kind of disembodied us. I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing. I don't know why they even put that in the game, but like, I don't know, you're not really like in your body, I guess, as you play. Even though in the inventory here you can clearly see that we're a body, but that makes no sense. I don't know what that's about. So this is the villain in the game.
Is this the best you can do? This mortal is not worth my time.
Cool, Coom. Do not gloat so soon. My champion will defeat you.
Your imprisonment is the start. You have escaped me once. You shall not escape me again. I have you now, and I will find the rest. Now back to your hell. You are foolish to put your trust into this one, Thera. I will show you that you should not believe in your foolish mortals.
So yeah, that was Kulkum, the Shadow King, main villain in the game. He imprisoned Thera into like an orb that looks suspiciously like the Earth. And it actually was the Earth, because like the goal of this game, we're gonna have to gather the planets, all the planets, even Pluto, because we need them to finish the game after we defeat the Shadow King at the end. So yeah, so far, like I guess I didn't talk about it, but at the start of the game, I did a little sequence of events that gives you a really strong dagger to start the game here. So we already have a really OP weapon, basically, because we knew how to get it. So that's why I'm like destroying these Shargas. You don't stand a chance against the dagger of penetration, I believe it's called. So here, gotta fight 5 ants. Fifth one has the key. There it is. So yeah, Stonekeep pretty like old school dungeon crawler. It's not as fast as Lands of Lore, because like Lands of Lore, I was saying, you know, you can go as fast as you input the buttons, but this game is kind of like an auto-scroller. Like you're gonna try to stay in the auto-scroller state as much as possible. So we got the first orb here, Saturn. Every orb sort of has like a unique property. Like they can all do something special, and this Saturn orb can show the map around you, like secrets and stuff. It's pretty useful. Obviously we don't need it in the speedrun, but I'm gonna drop my first safety save here. I'm gonna drop a lot of safety saves here because there's a lot of Hail Mary moments in the run, and there's a lot of crash potential in the run. Like this is one of the most crash heavy game I've ever played, and I mostly know the spots where the game can crash, thankfully, so I'll be able to save beforehand. But who knows, maybe we'll discover a new crash today and it's gonna ruin the run. Here's Wahuka. He's like a god, I think, but he's like bored, so he's not really getting too involved in the events. He's just kind of fucking around. I think they were setting him up for the second game. Like they really hype up how powerful he is when he's just too bored to really give a shit about what's going on. Yeah, the second game never came because this game bankrupted Interplay. Interplay was like a powerhouse company, by the way, in the 90s, but this is the game that bankrupted them. Because they put so much money. It was a 5 million budget game. And yeah, it did not make that much. I don't think it made any profit, I'm guessing, if it bankrupted the game. This is our first companion, Farley. First thing we do with Farley is take all his armor, put it on Drake. So far, the main enemies have been, you know, Shargas, which is a goblins type enemies. There's a Stonekeep game for Wii, yeah, it's called Bone of the Ancients. I've never played Bones of the Ancients, but I've heard it's trash. Like trash WiiWare or something, I don't know. So I remember yesterday I was playing Lands of Lore, someone made the comment that every area looked the same. Well, this game is the ultimate, everything looks the same, and it's like I remember when I was running this game, a lot of people would comment, how do you even know where you're going? And the answer is having played this game way too much. Pretty scary spot here. But I'm full health, obviously, because I'm full healed since this is a marathon run. Normally I wouldn't heal at all. And I lose a lot of runs around this point. We don't see them, but there's slimes in the water. They're like attacking me. And something that's helpful in this game to avoid taking damage is walking backwards. I found is very useful if like there's some spots where you're dying a lot. So like I said, I can't go any faster than this, so like the goal here is to try to keep the speed going, not get stopped by too much. The rest of that is mostly menuing. So that's why I'm not stopping to kill all these Shargers. I'm just gonna take drive-by pot shots, because we're gonna be walking in front of them quite a bit. This is my health bar up here. I guess I could like put the numbers so it's more visible. The viewers, we can see Farley is almost dead. He's in the red. So we're back to the sewers here. We need like to find 2 cylinders in the sewer to drain the water, but you can't get both at once. I've tried a lot to route it, found a way to be able to get both at once, but there's a wall that doesn't open until you put 1 cylinder in. I was never able to really clip through anything, so lots of Shargas here. I'll try my best to not get owned. There's a second cylinder. Farley's probably gonna die. Ooh, we got grass skip, so this Sharga is much bigger than the other one if you notice. And sometimes he's in the way, sometimes he's not. And you gotta take your time to kill him if he's in the way. But he was not in the way, so that saves like 6 seconds, I think. Which is quite huge in a game like this. Yeah, he's a big Sharga, but he's not the biggest Sharga. There's 2 Shargas in the game that are bigger. Unfortunately, we're not gonna see them in the speedrun route. But shoutouts to the 2 big Shargas. I love them. Alright, it's time to take more pot shots at these. Oh, I missed. Farley is still alive, which is pretty surprising. I'm gonna heal here. Normally I wouldn't, but oh, I keep missing. Yeah, I would never heal here normally, but I'm trying to try to keep it safe because we're gonna fight the Kraken here. He's not too scary if you know the strat of spinning him around, but sometimes he starts just kind of unleashing his attacks. Hopefully it doesn't happen here. Should be okay. By the way, this Kraken is one of the most terrifying things in my childhood. Look at this thing. There goes Farley. Oh yeah, that last hit did a lot of damage. So we're done with the ruins of Stonekeep here. We're gonna enter the mines in a moment. So it's kind of a change of tile set, but the problem with this game is that there's not a lot of tile sets. There's quite a bit of maps, and they really reuse this tile set here way too much. So get used to seeing these walls, because we'll be seeing them a lot. Sharga is laughing at us here because he's bunkered inside the wall, throwing arrows at us. We'll just walk right past him, no problem. Ultros is messaging me, I think. I think he's saying I'm doing commentary for the race of Contra 3. Was that ever agreed upon? I don't know anything about that game. Oh my god, am I... Uh-oh. 1 second here. I failed both my throws. Okay, there's still another skull. Okay, thankfully that could have been bad because I run out of skulls here. I'm trying to be quiet here because the Etten is sleeping in the corner here. If he wakes up, it's an instant death. So hopefully he's not awake. I feel like I'm not hearing him snore. He's still sleeping. Okay. So normally you're supposed to use a silence spell, which silences, you know, my loud footsteps that you can hear every time I'm walking around. But if you're very careful with your movement, you don't need the silent spell, so that's what we did here. Thank God I've got the third... Well, I saved before, so it was fine, but like I almost threw all the skulls before saving. That could have been bad there. So now it's complete silence with the footstep sounds. One thing about this game is that if you're playing fast, like the music kind of bugs out because you're changing boundaries of where the music plays too quickly, and the game doesn't like it. And then nothing plays for a while, and then a song just comes blaring out of nowhere. Which usually happens around here. It's unfortunate because I really like the music in this game. I believe Brian Lucietti made the OST, and I think he worked on the OST for Fallout as well. I guess I didn't mention I got the second orb here, Venus, which full heals your party, but you can only use it twice per map. So I had to route out very carefully how to use this orb, because there's some maps where you would want to use it more than twice. So it was kind of tricky to route out the healing and MP route of this game. It was fun though. Venus is not blue. That's right. It's kind of RNG here, like these rocks we gotta take out. And if you're lucky, these plants are gonna really take out the other rocks for you, but it didn't quite happen here. Oh, I found a new strat while practicing for this marathon, by the way. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, hearts for Karzak here. There's a dwarf. Okay, let's look at him. Okay, there's a dwarf here in this... He's in prison, but we don't have time to free him. So hearts for with the cursor for Karzak. Oh, I missed the new strat. So like in my PB, I killed this Sharga, but I realized that if you time it really well, you can run past them. I found this by accident while practicing the game a few nights ago. I had to see Karzak. I feel bad. We can't free him. He's probably the best dwarf character in the game. The pure warrior. Farley's kind of a bitch a little bit, and he crashes the game also. And Dumber is kind of weird, so always sad that we can't get Karzak. So here's a cutscene here where we learn that the Sharkers are nothing but slaves to a stronger enemy called the Throg. So now he says when we start feeling bad because we've been killing Sharkers left and right since the start of the game, but it's about to stop. So I have to save before I go through this door because sometimes the game crashes when you go through this door. So alright, didn't crash, good, but still had to save because I know it can crash. So there's all these Shargas here, but they're all friendlies because we made it into the Sharga Freedom League. That's what it's called, this area. And because we knew the password, which was I hate Throgs, they let us in. So now we're friendlies with the Shargas, most of them at least. Is it necessary to look in the hole? I think you can still progress if you don't, but you have to go all the way around the Sharga Freedom League and it's slower. So it's actually faster to look in the hole and go through the main entrance. So here I'm taking a 1 minute detour to go get a Throggy Strength Potion, which is, you know, it's a long detour, 1 minute, so you might be wondering, like, is it really worth it? And the answer is yes, because it's gonna allow us to, later on in the game, we'll be able to forge our own key to free a dragon instead of having to ask the dwarves to do it for us. And to ask the dwarves to do it for us, you have to get their trust and you have to do their side quests, and it takes forever. But crazily enough, the devs of this game like programmed an evil route in the dwarf fortress. And that's actually crazy that they did that, because like it's super hidden. Like it was only a few years ago until people even really knew that you could do that. Like when I first started running this game, I think in 2016, I had no idea about this. And the couple other runners in this game had no idea about this. But we found out from a Let's Play on YouTube, actually, that, I don't know, some guy called Jade David's Package had like a really in-depth Let's Play of this game. For some reason, he knows like a lot of obscure stuff about this game, and it helped with the route quite a bit. And he even found a bad ending. That's why I'm going good ending here, but he found a way to beat the game bad ending, which was probably a developer way, I guess, because it's so weird the way you gotta do it. I'm not gonna explain it because it's so weird, but and it's not even what I'm doing here, but there's a super weird way to beat the game called the bad ending. So here we get Dumber, another dwarf companion. He's called Dumber because, you know, it means he's dumb. And he is kind of strange. And he's Farley's brother. Okay, I'm gonna save here because it's one of the scariest part of the game. I'm probably gonna die a couple times. Oh wow, I got the Troggy Squeeze. That's a really tough strat to get. If you start backing up at a pretty precise frame window there, you can squeeze past all these Throgs. I don't get that very often, so I'm pretty happy I got that. And didn't die. Calm down, Pan, calm down. Okay, I took a lot of damage from these Throgs. There's still one Throg to run past, hopefully it doesn't kill me. This one. Okay, we're fine. Onwards to a new map. So we're past the Temple of the Throgi, which was one of the scariest maps in the whole game, both casual and wait. Learn this. Both casual and a speedrun, Temple of the Throgi is just horrifying. It's a huge difficulty spike. We're past it. So yeah, I was saying dumber is like, he's called dumber because he's supposed to be dumb, but the reality is that he's smarter than the other dwarves. Like, he's kind of a nerd. And like, he reads books and he makes inventions. So in the eyes of the other dwarves, he's an idiot because he's not all about fighting. He's like reading books and making inventions, and they think he's dumb because of that. So he's called dumber. He's actually the smartest dwarf. He's very weak in battle though, he's kind of dead weight. And yeah, Farley is Dummer's brother and he left the dwarf fortress to save him. And because of that, like, he couldn't do that without the approval of the other dwarves, basically. So the other dwarves are gonna banish him soon when we reach the dwarf fortress. So here I'm putting a circle on the floor. We're kind of got our first spell. Yeah, the first spell is like a homing circle. We need the second half of the spell to teleport into the circle. We're gonna find that very soon. But once we have both the homing circle and the teleport spell, we're gonna start abusing that quite a bit. Save a lot of time. So here we are in the dwarf fortress, Shalka. Here Farley is backseating me, telling me where to go, literally. So here Dummer leaves our party because he made it home. He's going back to his inventions. Farley's still backseating. And we made it to the Dwarf King here to have a long conversation. They basically banished Farley, like I said, for leaving without authorization. We're finally here getting rid of the dagger we got at the start of the game. Replacing it with a throwing axe. Here I'm gonna rob the dwarves from the teleport spell and they're gonna be very mad. And they're really strong, they can pretty much one-shot me if they want, so I'm gonna save before that. I've lost a lot of runs here, it was always super nerve-wracking when I made it here. That was really good though. So now they hate me, of course. And for a long time we thought, you know, if the dwarves hate you, you can't progress through the game, but that's false. In fact, it's faster. Because with the Trogi's Strength Potion, you can force open these doors in front of me, which we didn't know for so long. And it's just so crazy that you can do that, that they programmed that in the game. Like, there's a strength check right here. It checks if your strength is high enough, you can pry these open. It saves so much time. Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna have to reload. Fuck. Yeah, that's easy. It's so easy to make a mistake with the staff because, like, when you don't have enough mana, you can still cast the spell and it's gonna drain all your mana, even though you didn't have enough to actually cast it. That's what happened there. So that sucks, but it's not too long a time loss. I had just saved. I knew I had forgotten to do something there. I knew it. I forgot to learn the actual teleport spell. Or put it on my staff, I mean. Like this. Uh-oh, where's the thing? The game's starting to troll, mates. Where's the thing? Of course, it's the last thing that I grab that I need. It's very common in this game where, like, you need something and it drops, like, under something and you can't find it. A lot of, like, the time save in this game is getting good drop locations on the floor. It's kind of weird. People that watch me play this game know that I was always screaming, "Where's the key?" and like looking for keys. So yeah, I didn't talk about it, but we got the Mars planet, which gives us quickness, so I can swing my hammer really fast. I can throw my axe really fast. I'm kind of on a timer right now. I gotta fight these Throgs before the strength potion runs off here, so... And I've been pretty slow, so hopefully it's not gonna wear off mid-battle. I'm gonna save here, because I might die. Almost died, but... Oh... Pretty scary. I call that the big Throg battle, because these three Throgs are stronger than regular Throgs. And that noise was the strength potion wearing off. Ooh, I might die against these. Jesus. But yet, like, it's cool, the strength potion has kind of double use here with prying open the doors and then fighting the Throgs if you're quick enough. But anyway, like, you may notice that I didn't really do anything in the Dwarf Fortress except steal the teleport spell and go into the forge and teleport out. But the way the teleport spell works is that when you use the teleport spell anywhere, you're going to teleport inside the circle that you created. But if you teleport inside the circle, it's going to bring you to where you last teleported from. And the fact that they've added this mechanic in the game adds a ton of depth to the routing. Like, you can do some really crazy stuff with the teleport. If it was only working with the circle, you would be very limited. But because they made it that you can teleport back to where you came from the circle, is really adds a whole new dimension to the mechanic. It was really fun to route. How to teleport the stuff, like how to optimally teleport, where to teleport, the mana route, all that. So we need this to light up the forge in the Dwarf Fortress. Don't need the hammer no more. The staff back, throwing axe. So I'm gonna put down a circle, and like I said, I'm gonna teleport in the circle, and it's gonna bring me... I think I fucked up. Oh, I'm so bad, man. Oh, I'm so bad. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I didn't. Wait, what's going on here? My god. Okay, hopefully I'm fine. Where's the flint? What is going on, mates? Where's the flint? Did I grab the flint? No, I should have saved. Dude, I swear I had it just a second ago in my hand, didn't I? Oh no, I always make a mistake at this part. I swear I always make a mistake. Oh no. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh, it like flew backwards, I guess, when I threw it. Oof. Saved. So we can forge the key here using the hammer. Like, hopefully I have enough mana. I don't. I have to load the save from pretty far back. I apologize. There's always something like that that happens in this game. I swear to God. I swear to God, man. And it's like I can't even like practice this stuff because it's too easy to like have a misstep with the teleport staff. It's just too easy. It happens all the time. I'm sorry. It's fine. My estimate accounts for something stupid like that. It's okay. Unclutch. Yeah, unclutch. I knew this was gonna happen. When I used the first teleport, I was like, wait a minute, my staff looks kind of low on mana. Every time with this game. And it's usually at this spot, too. Oh my god. It's definitely the easiest game that I've submitted also in this marathon, and I knew something stupid was gonna happen. I just knew it. And one thing this game I wish had that Lands of Lore has is like strafing. If you notice, every time I'm turning, I gotta face the direction and then go forward. If you could just sidestep, it would be so much faster, but I knew I should have saved before that section. Like, why didn't I? I was like, nah, I'll just do it slow. It's gonna be fine, and I still fucked it up. Wizardry HD, kind of. It's definitely in the same style of game. Although I think it's better than any wizardry game, but I mean, I guess I didn't play all the wizardry games. I've heard 7's pretty good, so maybe I'm wrong. And yes, Blunt, there are 7 wizardry games. There might be more even. Okay, I'm gonna save in case I do it wrong again and we have to mercy kill. Yeah, I needed to step back on the mana circle like that, and I didn't do that. That's what happened. Fool. But yeah, again, it's crazy that you can forge the key yourself with this hammer. Like, the fact that they programmed that in the game, that they knew that they made the evil path viable and like never told anybody is like nuts. It's just nuts. And this was only found like only a few years ago. Sorry for the loud fairies. So now we're in the fairy realm. And this is how they introduce... the fairies introduce themselves.
Hi there! This is your body. And this is your body in the fairy realm! Any questions?
So they just hit you with the dare, don't do drugs quotes right off the bat. And it's funny because when you... one sec.
Welcome to the realm of fairy! It's a pleasure to see you! Good to see you! Good to see you! How are you?
Go home.
Now then.
I just had to let that play. Go home. But yeah, it's funny because the way to get into the fairy realm is to use a plant. And it's kind of implied that the plant is a drug, I guess, because they greet you with this "don't do drugs" dare quotes. And if you have Enigma, the elf in your party, which we don't, but if you do, he doesn't want to go in the fairy realm because he said he doesn't partake in this type of stuff. So I guess the implication is that you get highest balls and suddenly you're in the fairy realm. So some tile spinners in here. So yes, there was a donation incentive for this game for me to sing the fairy song, one of the fairy songs, because there's multiple fairy songs, but the best one, which is How Come Cool Come. So I'm gonna sing this very soon here when the fairies greet me. It's RNG if they show up or not, but they might show up right here. No, they're not. I'm gonna have to maybe force them to spawn. Oh yeah, there they are.
If the play is the thing the play?
Well, I know I can play with a math. Sorry.
Now, here we
The
go.
real answer, my friends, is on its way.
Nothing or play. What matters is pay.
So we gotta give him this to trigger the Coolcom song.
Oh,
Ooh, a special request for the Big Pooh Head story. Hmm? Okay, Binkle. Here we go. How come Cool Come, as told by me, the Bank Master. But you knew that going in. Here we go. How come Cool Come, how come? Why you turned into a nut? Tell us why we just don't kick your butt. How come Cool Come, how come? How come Cool Come, how come? Long ago you were real nice, now you've got a heart of ice. How come Cool Come, how come? How come, Cool Come, how come? Devastation gave you ruler rights, but the world is not your booby price. How come, Cool Come, how come? How come, Cool Come, how come? Are we safe until the end? Remember time when you was our friend. How come, Cool Come, how come? Your common sense is now unknown. Your head's a roost, but the words have flown. You have the brains of a backward stone. Your end will come and you will moan. Way to go, Murph.
Thanks.
Yeah, Cool Come, you scum. How come, Cool Come, how come? Repeats of this performance are possible. Thank you and good night. Thank you everyone who have donated for this incentive. I love singing that song. I think for 15,000 channel points you can redeem that on my stream. So if you want repeats of this performance, it's only 15,000, yeah, 15k channel points. And I can do it at any point. I pull it up on YouTube and just sing it right then and there. So this fairy wants her daisy chain of flowers in exchange for the four-leaf clover, which allows us to see the trolls in this area, which are the villains. They kind of lurk in the south part of this map, so that's where we're headed. The song Infinite. They did a great job with the voice acting in this game. There's some pretty like A-tier voice actors in this game, like the twins from the Rugrats, or the first one that always come to mind. So here I go to a specific tile and then back out. On YouTube, I get the comment, or when I was doing runs also, I was getting the comment often like, oh, did you just get lost? Why did you go there? And then just turn around. But like, I'm baiting the trolls. If you go there, you can bait the trolls, and they're following me right now through the wall, and they're gonna meet me at the boundary of their territory, which is right here. And then I can just safely take them out, because these guys do a lot of damage. And I haven't been getting any like armor or anything this entire run, except when we found Farley, so. And it's honestly not even that much slower as far as fighting, because like, you save so much time, like not having to go into their lair and like looking for them and stuff. Like this is way better to do it this way. Even if this looks slow, trust me, it's way faster. I'm gonna save here because I don't know. I'm scared to use the teleport now. Okay. Okay. So I teleported twice. The second time was to reset the teleport neutral position. I set it directly on the mana circle. There's like a green circle there on the floor which restores my mana. So next time I teleport inside a circle, I'll be taken directly on the mana circle to get a mana refill. It's so easy to just misclick and just lose your whole run with the teleport staff. Especially when, like I said, you can have not enough mana to cast a spell, but it's still gonna drain your MP, which is what happened earlier when I had to restart. So now we're kind of making our way across the feeding grounds because we have the key is Forge, which means we can free the dragon. This place is called the feeding grounds because there's an enslaved dragon who's really big, takes like almost the entire map. We can see their limbs here. So here, teleport from the circle. There we go. The dragon is called Vermitrix Golden Hide, so it's a lady. There she is. We're gonna free her. And that means that she kind of stops blocking the way and can progress with the game. Yep, Dragon Ball, Joseph. Need some spells in here. I need the Runa Winds to break some walls in the next map. And we need the Shrink spell, because once we find Jupiter, it's gonna be too big, so we gotta shrink Jupiter. We're starting to have quite a few planets here, but we're still missing a couple. So we've been solo for a while, like we've had dwarves and helping us, but they've all abandoned us at the dwarf fortress, so we've been kind of lonely. So here's a Sharga, she's gonna join our party.
Happy to see friendly faces.
Cuz joins our party. In the speedrun, he doesn't really do anything, but it's still nice. So here we are in the ice cave. There's more friendly Shargas here. I love the song in here, but unfortunately, like, the sound card used by DOSBox is so bad, and it really doesn't do justice to the OST. Like on YouTube, there's one that's played through the sound card that the OST was composed on. It sounds so much better. Okay, I might die here, hopefully not. Because I'm trying to like quickly get through the crumbles, but sometimes you get crushed. It didn't get crushed good. creepy skeleton. This Sharga opens the way for us. Now we're headed to fight the Ice Queen. That was all my party screaming there. They're all taking frost, cold damage because it's so cold in here. So the Ice Queen is one of the worst boss in the game. Not because she's hard to like she's not gonna kill me, but like what she can do is run away. And chasing her around is a huge time loss, like a huge time loss. And I was so nervous every run reaching this point. I'm gonna save again. There she is. Yeah, see, that's what she can do. Okay, I'm gonna reload because I don't want to chase her around. So that would be a dead run, and it's kind of tough to get a run to this point. Oh, she's being really mean. Oh my god. She's being really mean. So we're seeing how evil she can be. Oh my god, she's so mean today. Hello? Okay, here we go. That would have been like 2 dead runs. And now we're back to our favorite tile set. As I look at the timer and hope I can do underestimate. My PB was done 5 minutes ago, I think. It looks like an easy game, right? But like, it's pretty deceptive. So we're gonna abuse teleport quite a lot because this map is super complicated and it develops over 2 levels. Like, there's the pits, like you can fall into pits, and it's very complicated. But obviously we know exactly what we're doing, and we're gonna abuse teleport. Here you can dodge the fireball by sidestepping. I guess I didn't talk about it, but in this game you're not standing in the center of the tile, you're actually in the back of the tile, which allows you to do some like funky dodges like this. And that's something they changed in development, like late into the development, because originally you were in the middle of the tile, but for some reason they decided to change it, and it added like a year of development. Like, this game was stuck in absolute development hell. It was supposed to come out in like 93, maybe 92, 93. It came out in 95. It's a big reason why it bankrupted Interplay, because if it had come out at the time it was supposed to, it would have been a groundbreaking game with all the motion capture and stuff that they use. But by 95, it just wasn't cutting it anymore. Like, they completely blew their window by getting caught in development hell. So here's another planet, I believe it's Uranus. I'm starting to pile them up now. So yeah, Uranus allows me to cast float on myself, which means I can float upwards into pits, and when I fall down pits I don't take damage anymore. It's pretty useful. In fact, it's necessary to progress in this map. I want this key. We're almost done with this level, and it's the last time we're gonna see this tile set, thank god. I've seen enough of these orange beams. By the way, the song that plays in this level recently got kind of popular on YouTube because someone used it in a Doom WOD. I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of funny how it happened. So here's Cuz leaves my party, which is a little sad, but it is what it is. Now we head to the final part of the game. The spooky cinematic. Drake.
Drake, heed the...
So this is a huge map right here. It's one of the biggest map in the game, if not the biggest map, but with one skillful teleport circle, you can really skip most of it. As I almost fuck it up. Here, Cool Coom shows up again. It's been a bit since we've seen him. He does a Jedi power push. And by the way, the end game, this is where like the game starts getting really crash heavy. So I'm gonna be saving a lot because I don't want it to crash, of course. I've lost so many runs to crashes at the end game. It's crazy. I was going nuts at some point. So if Farley is in here somehow and he rejoins our party, I have no idea how he even made it here. It doesn't really make sense, but here he is. And Farley, I think, is the cause of all these crashes, so not too happy. Anyway, sometimes the game crashes when you press this button, so I'm gonna save. We're good. So I'm gonna do Wahuka skip here. It's not gonna look like much, but you can save a lot of time by just waiting a little bit here. Wahuka normally would appear here, join your party, and like spam text boxes. But somehow you can skip him pretty easily here. Please don't die. Okay, so this next... Entering this door right here is like a 50-50 chance of crash. So there's a good chance we're gonna crash here. Let's see what happens. No crash. 50, it's like, I swear, it's like half the runs is gonna crash there. I've lost... Like, I was speedrunning this game with the knowing full well that going through this door has a 50-50 chance of crashing the game. It was kind of dumb, but... I was doing a practice run, I think, a few weeks ago, and it just like crashed like 4 times in a row. I was like, well... I'm gonna save again, because you can get one-shotted here. I kind of have movement to... Yeah, okay. If you do the movement I did there, which looks slow, but... It usually makes it that you don't get one-shotted. These enemies just insta-give you. This one never gets you, so it's fine. Go around the skull. this whole level is kind of a hellway, and you're on the timer because you want to beat the cycle. There's like a cannon shooting stuff. That noise that we just heard, that's the cannon. So you want to be quick to make the cycle. It's not that hard, but you gotta, still keep that in mind. And the fire elementals throw fireballs, and they can kill me. Okay, we made the cycle. You see that fireball in front of me. There it is, the fireballs. Give myself some mana because I'm teleporting a lot. Oh my god, the fire elemental. Okay, I can't stop because I'm... Don't kill me! Okay. I'm gonna heal when the next time I can here. Don't kill me! Okay. Jesus. You gotta kind of wait here anyway, so it's a good time to heal. Because you want to bait the fire elemental. Which is what I just did. Okay. We're past the hellway. There's still one batch of fire elemental that can get me here. Hopefully they don't. And the bad thing with these last fire elementals is that I can't really do backward movements because of the way the layout works. So I will drop a save because they can just one-shot me. So let's see if they behave. There they are. Alright, damageless, easy. It's funny how it can be damageless or you can just die. Like, there's no in between. Okay, so now we're at the end, finally. We're home free, nothing can kill us anymore. I've been gathering these silver pieces all over Kulkum's tower. Because we don't even really fight Kulkum, we just trap him inside a silver prison and we win. I think they couldn't come out with a way to make a good, interesting boss fight. Which, yeah, I don't really know how you could make it like a boss fight that stands out, but I guess they gave up and they were just like, well, you're just gonna trap him. So there he is. And just trap him and we win. It is possible to kill him with like dark arrows, which are very limited in the game, and it takes a long time, but it's not worth it at all, obviously, in a speedrun. So now all that remains is putting planets down. So here we go. Venus is not blue. Earth. Here we go. Oops. Jupiter. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto and djeez.
Well done, my hero. You have freed the gods from their prisons. You did well to defeat Kulkum in battle. I return you to your flesh and restore to you your life.
So casual playthrough of this game takes about 25 hours, I would say. So 1 hour is not bad, even though my PB is like 15 minutes faster. It's nuts to think that I'm losing 15 minutes, but obviously there's a lot of safety saves and I had to restart. Anyway, these credits are cool because there's like a muffin recipe at the end, but they're also very long, so I'm not gonna watch them. Thanks everybody for watching. Up next, we got a race of Contra 3, the Alien Wars between Ultros, Gambini, and Anwin, which apparently I'm commentating, but I don't think so. I never said I was commentating a game that I don't know, but anyway, that's it for me, bros. I'll be back later today with the Alone in the Dark trilogy. So I'll be back with more DOS jankiness later on. Peace out, mates.